Hi, my name is Tyrone Montgomery, and I'm the owner of Montgomery Analytica, and I help businesses build brand awareness and increase their sales online. If you're a startup business and you wanted to create your website on your own, you came to the right spot. And today, I'm going to show you how to build a website in 6 easy steps. Remember this here. This is how you create a stunning website. When you start on websites like Shopify, Wix, Zoho, or whatever platform that you own that is a template-based website, do not touch the template. Just switch out the wording and the pictures. That's it. So when you start out with the website, there's 6 different elements, 6 sections of the beginning page of the website. You have the home, you have the about section, you have the service, you have the highlight area, you have the testimonials, and the contact section. Now, when you're designing the website, best thing to do is use your logo. Your logo creates the color scheme of your website. It's all about branding, so you want to be consistent all throughout your marketing materials that you do. I have created a ChatGPT prompt for web designs, so you can go ahead and you can put in these prompts in the ChatGPT, and it will create everything for you. As it will go to as far as the heroes section of the website. I have the prompts for the about section, so it can tell your brand story. I have a keyword planning and content. So I have a prompt that when you fill in the blank, I have the areas bolded where you will have to go in and switch these out. And when you switch them out and replace it with the content that you want it to say, like list your business details. So you telling them about the services that you offering for your company. Talk a little bit and tell your story inside of there. And ChatGPT with this prompt will create the story for you. Also with the keyword planning and content. This here, it would go in and it would pull the ranking keywords that you have that is needed for your industry, for your niche, and it would break it down. And I had it set to where it would break it down and tell you what section of the website to go on. So just with this prompt, majority of the work is already done. It already created the content for your website using the keywords embedded in there, so it'll flow naturally. Is where I'm going at. And then also I have the prompts in here for how to optimize your website. So meta titles and your meta descriptions. So you can put in there so you can optimize your website. Okay. And with this here, your website will be done in no time. So if you would like a copy of this here, click in the side of the description box. I will have a link so you can download it, and it's for free. Now, I know some people don't always have the money or the funds to go and do a photo shoot. And when you're putting up your photos on your website, you do want good quality. But here's a little trick. Get your camera, find yourself like a solid color background, and put it in video mode. And all you do is just pose and do different little movements and poses and stuff. Catch yourself just do natural, doing natural stuff, talking to somebody. Maybe you could be talking to somebody, but as you doing this here, film yourself doing it. Then once you get finished doing it, you go through, and then what you do is pause it, screenshot it at the right spots. And once you have that, you got your photo shoot. Put it up in Canva, take the background out. Now you can put it inside of your graphics, and you put in, your photos to put on your website. So that's a little trick that for people who don't have it, your camera's got good quality, utilize it. Oh yeah, forgot to tell you, when you're doing photos, do not create a photo gallery on your website. Okay? Put your photo galleries on the social media platforms. Your website is not built for that. So here's how to properly utilize your social media pages. Facebook, utilize that for community building. Instagram, you use that for your photo gallery. TikTok, you can use it for your teasers or your short reels, commercials, 1 to 2 minute commercials. And YouTube, you use it for your long form content. So for example, like you created educational videos, like what I'm doing here. That's what you utilize the social media platforms for. Your regular website is like your first impression. So people are gonna come to you to check to see if you're legit. If you have poor designs on there, nobody's gonna recommend you. You're gonna lose customers all day. Matter of fact, your website is just gonna be sitting there and you paying for it for nothing. Okay, do not do that. So Oh, and also it lets you know that you're lazy. That's what it tells about you. Don't do that. All right, so I want to get back to the website. So your service pages, all your service pages should be all the services that you offer. And when you create those, they should have a form on there. So your service page should have the banner at the top. You should have a form on there. You should be able to answer frequently asked questions on there as well. So if anybody have any kind of questions, the reason why you're setting it up this particular way, because your service page is going to be your landing page. Whenever you're doing an advertisement, that whatever service that you're promoting at that particular time, you would send them to that page. And that page is where you have to capture all the information. There's no need to create an additional landing page for that particular reason. Utilize your website, make your website work for you. So you send them there. Now you bring the traffic to your website because you're doing it on the you're advertising on the social media platforms. So you're pulling them from another platform by the masses when you're doing advertisement. They're coming to your website, and as they come to your website, guess what? Your website is moving up the rankings in Google because now you got traffic. Okay, remember that. Now, your contact section, whenever you have on your website, your contact section, make sure everything is links in there. Okay. The reason why I say links, you want to have, because what it is going to notify Google local business section that you're a legit business and it's a location. That's what tells Google, okay, this company is in this particular city. So when people are looking up nail salons near me, there you go. You'll pop up. Your barbershops near me. They recognize you as a company, so you want to have that in there. Another rule of thumb throughout your content, you want to have eternal links into your website. This is what help keep people staying on your website a little bit longer. It kind of guides them through the websites when you have internal links throughout the website. So if I'm talking on my homepage and I'm saying I provide custom made t-shirts on there, that custom made t-shirt should be the high ranking keyword with being hyperlinked. So when somebody click on it, it take them to that service page. And now that they're on the service page, they can go through there and take their time and look and have any frequently asked questions. And then, so that kind of controls the what they call it, the sales rejection. So now that the person is going through, okay, this is what I want. I need to try to reach out to them. They fill out that form on that particular page. Now you see how your website is working for you. All right. And that is it. If you do have um testimonials, that's what we call social proofing. So people only buy when they see other people buying. So it's good to have it. And if you don't have it, what I would suggest to do for business owners that's already in business with the website, go to your clients that you just served within the last 2 weeks to 30 days. Reach out to them and ask them for a referral. And that is how you increase your testimonials, your referrals on Google. And make sure when you, especially if it's going to Google, make sure that you respond back to them. That also helps you move up the rankings because it shows that you are active with your clients. Same way social media work. Now I want to talk about social links. It lets Google, the search engine, knows that you getting activity. That's important as well. So now that you have the basics, let's design the website together. All right, y'all. Go ahead and get your platforms out that you're going to be designing your website on. Classes in session. All right. So up here, this particular first bar up here when you're designing the website, this is called the announcement bar. Some people like to put in their tracking, not tracking, shipping in this particular section, or putting some kind of announcement up here. For me, I like to use it to put in your contact information. And the reason why I use the contact information is because it makes your website mobile friendly. Because the when a person come to your website from their phone, that's the first thing that they're trying to get a hold of, your contact information. So you want to make sure that they see it first. So we put this up here. This is somewhat of a template I kind of put together for the time frame. So I want this here to kind of speed up a little bit, but we're gonna go down every through each section so you can get an idea of what to do. All right. So now after you have this here, then you have your menu section, the header. And this is your menu section. So you always want to make sure you have your logo on here. And then you can customize it. You have this here is your menu. So your menu is all your different pages that you have on the website. So for some people, they like to say, well, we'll create your website up to 5 pages. Here go to 5 pages. It's all the ones that's listed inside of your menu section. Okay. Now let's go to this section. This here is what we call the hero section. The hero section, and I want to break it down so you can understand how the search engine pulls you up. And so what we're kind of doing is creating a website and optimizing it at the same time. All right. So you want to put in here your pictures. Some people like to put in videos. To me, it doesn't matter which one that you use. Videos, it captures movement, so it catches a person's eye when they come to your page. Only thing I don't like about putting a video in this particular spot, because depending on how big the video size is, it can slow it can slow the speed of your website down. So I like to design my websites with images because it loads quicker. So you want to have a image in here that's related to your picture. I mean, to your company. If you don't know where to find stock photos, if you are not using your own photos for from your business, if you use stock photos, I would recommend going to Canva to get that, and you just find one to put up in here. Now, remember when I told you in Canva you have to know your brand? You basically know your brand kit. You know your fonts and everything that you use. Kind of when you're doing it, I would recommend, if possible, if you're doing it and you have control of it when you very first start, whatever fonts that you use for your logo, kind of use it inside of your in here just to keep everything consistent. But if you don't have it, remember, like I told you, you're gonna need a H1, which is your header, your title font. You're gonna and you want to know the size of that. For me, it's popping. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna change the font. So I'm gonna click on Poppins, and the size that I use, I'm gonna try 42. All right, so now we have that section. All right, so now this is where you use the Chat GPT prompts. Like I said, this here is to kind of help speed up the process, and you'll love it once you see what all it does. All right, so we're gonna come in here, highlight this here, copy it. We're gonna go to Chat GPT. When you come to Chat GPT, you're gonna paste it in here. And inside of the brackets, it says list your business details. In here, I want to kind of like describe my business detail. All right, so I have my motto and I have my services in this section. All right, bring this down a little bit. Book appointments. It says book appointment. Click on the link so I can hyperlink it. All right, hit save. Now, the hero section is done. So we're going to move to the next section, the about section. This is where we tell our brand story. All right, so just so you know, it did this on its own, but the ones where you see the words bold at, these are the keywords that the search engine recognizes as high ranking keywords. So they bold those in there, so when people typing them in, you know. Also, what we need to do once we get the other pages set up, go back to these particular keywords, and we're going to hyperlink these to the particular pages. All right, so this next section I have is basically how the process works. Um, I already kind of had this incorporated in here. After we book the appointment, we sit down and have, after you book the appointment, we sit down and have a consultation. That's when I do the audits and everything. Then we put together a plan. After we put together the plan through the consultation, then we will launch. After we launch, give it 30 days, then we get the results. 4-step process is how my business operates. Now we're moving down to the service areas. And then we have the call to action button, learn more, and that takes you straight to that page. Take the boldness off. All right, we got that custom t-shirt. All right, so now we have the titles with the all these should be H1s. They have the keywords inside of the titles. This is what you call the meta. Well, these are the titles for this particular section, and then we also have them listed inside here. All right, like I told you before, you can have a section for emailing list, contact information. You can put your address in here. I don't want my personal address because I work from home. I can put the city, put my company number. Also, when you have the numbers in here, do not forget hyperlink them. All right. All right. So here, once again, you have your home hero page, hero picture banner. You have your name up here. So we're gonna make sure this here is for SEO purposes. Make sure I have the right keywords in it. And this here, book a consultation today. You put in your form, you put in your picture, you make sure that when they schedule the consultation, it's going straight to the link that it's supposed to. And I will hyperlink the button. Also in here, I have the pricing. So this here is my price, and this is my actual real price that I have. So I have the pricing sections for a basic website. I have my pricing, and everything that I do listed out. All right. And then if they want to book a consultation, I have another one here, another link. So they don't have to keep scrolling up and down, trying to make it convenient for the user. That's another thing. Creating links throughout the site. You're trying to create it and make it user friendly as well. Because as long as your clients, your customers, as they come to the website and they can understand your website, they stay on there longer. All right. So now this is how you optimize it for it to be mobile. All right. So this is what happens when you click on the mobile. This is what it looks like on the phone. And you can make the adjustments accordingly. All right. That look like that should be big enough. All right. So far, everything looks good. Everything looks like it's lined up. The call to action there. Probably make this picture smaller. There you go. All right, so that's the footer. And then you have the about section, website, local. You want to also have your footer menu hyperlink to the pages as well. Change the name. Local SEO services. Now we have that in there. Title this SEO pricing. And we have the sections laid out. Book the appointment. Add a section. All right, we're gonna just use our imagination and be creative right now. All right, and then go to FAQs. Congratulations! You just finished creating you a stunning website. Now, I want you to screenshot that and I want you to send me the link as well to hashtag Montgomery Analytica. By the way, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and increase your visibility in the search engine, click on the link below so we can have a one-on-one consultation so we can run an SEO campaign.